Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. Apologies for my absence yesterday. It was an all singing, dancing day, and I have family out from the UK for the month of November. So very, very busy here, but of course I'm still going to be doing as much tarot as possible. It's all happening in the royal world. And today I have the Tinseltown Tarot on the tarot table. That is because, to my great joy, it seems as if the documentary we've all been waiting for is being filmed. The Fly on the Wall documentary following Harry and Meghan around Montecito and wherever else they have decided to show up, warts and all. This is according to Rob Shuter, who claims he's a Hollywood insider. He claims to have good sources in Hollywood, and he claims in his Substack account that Harry and Meghan's new reality show is quietly on the way. It's reportedly, and I'm quoting, about happiness, parenting, and celebrity friendships. You can just imagine. And a Hollywood insider told Shooter, and I'm quoting again, "Any moment that looks spontaneous probably isn't." So it sounds like the Netflix subscription might have to be reinstated. It also sounds as if we have a reason finally for all those odd appearances in New York, the trick-or-treating one, the one at the Dodgers game, the one in the home theatre, always with glamorous, smiley Meghan and gloomy, dishevelled, disgruntled-looking has-been. The source tells Rob Shuter that producers know that friction sells. The hook for the reality show is glam Meghan versus moody Harry, and studio executives are allegedly thrilled about a sequel to their first documentary and say they want attention, any attention. Now, I'm not sure who they is, whether it's the studio executives or Harry and Meghan, probably both, but there it is. That's the juicy gossip that's just dropped. Reality TV show on the way. We always wondered how low Harry and Meghan would sink. I think we now have the answer. It sounds to me as if this could be the divorce documentary. That's for the next short reading. For now, we're going to use the Tinseltown Tarot, and we're going to explore this article, the story from Rob Shuter. We're going to ask if this is really happening. Are they really filming a documentary? Is that why Marcus Anderson is hanging around with his iPhone? Could be. And we're going to ask how Harry feels about it, how Meghan feels about it. We're going to ask whether Netflix is keen. Is this the first look deal that is going to manifest its first fruit? We're going to ask how it's going to do if this documentary actually sees the light of day. And then I want to know finally in this reading how the two will come across glam Meghan. How's it going to go for glam Meghan, the public perception of her, and gloomy Harry? I mean, really, he's trying to rival Prince William at the moment, who's looking all very hot and unbothered in Brazil, while the has-been is scrambling to put something together in Toronto to rival Big Brother. It's tragic, it's pathetic. It's quite delicious on a Wednesday afternoon as I am doing this reading. I think I need to do one more shuffle and then we're off to the races. It is tarot and it is for fun and entertainment, and this time it really is for fun and entertainment seemingly, and it's all my opinion, it's all speculation. Just read energy on stories like this, and disclaimer in the box below. What is going on? Is this really happening? Have all our dreams finally come true? Let's see. And my goodness, Harry, you have sunk so low if this is true. There's the reading, underlying energy, Four of Swords in reverse. That's public humiliation. That's what that card screams to me. The Four of Swords is the card of rest and retreat after a devastating blow, healing, licking your wound, hiding when it's upright. This card is in reverse, meaning that you have to go out in public and show the world your wounds, your humiliation, the ruin, how low you've sunk. It's right there, how bad your marriage is. We've seen it in the body language. We saw it in the pumpkin patch. We saw it when they went trick-or-treating and the has-been couldn't be bothered to put on the insect outfit that I'm sure she'd picked out for him. She was as the butterfly. I'm betting he was meant to dress as the caterpillar and refused. We've seen them in New York looking very uncomfortable with each other. There it is, the Four of Swords in reverse. I can't conceal my delight, as you may have realized. Let's get to the heart of this matter. What are we dealing with today? We're dealing with the Queen of Pentacles. It's the Ka-ching card. It's herself. She needs that Netflix deal. Her entire life depends on it. That Queen of Pentacles is actually sitting on the pentacle, making damn sure that pentacle doesn't get away from her. It's the domestic goddess card. Traditionally, the Queen of Pentacles, the good wife, the grounded woman who's generous and a sort of earth mothery. That would be the with love Meghan vibe that she's trying to convince us is genuine. Of course, as they say here, any moment that looks spontaneous probably isn't all scripted or fake. The fake Queen of Pentacles, the fake good wife, the fake with love Meghan, the fake as ever brand, all of that stuff. I think we're going to see it in spades. Isn't it amazing? And all to keep the Netflix deal sweet, to keep the money rolling in for that Queen of Pentacles, that fake, in my opinion, all of course in my opinion, Queen of Pentacles. So our camera's rolling, whether it's Marcus's iPhone or Doria's or whoever's, our camera's rolling behind the scenes quietly gathering footage for this fly on the wall documentary, reality show as they're calling it. Queen of Swords in reverse. That's a savage energy. That's cruel, that's cold, that's calculating, that is very strategic, very intentional, but motivated by, I'm going to say malice. That's the word that's in my mind. It's my energy reading. It's my opinion. We've got in this card, we have a film reel, a sword, and a shield, but it looks like a film reel. Let me say, it's not actually a film reel, but it looks like one. It's giving me the sense that it's filming whether he is quite aware of it or not. And you'll have to see the next reading where we're going to look at whether he is aware of it or not. The or not energy is coming through quite strongly here. Quietly underway, this documentary, this reality show. It's not a documentary, it's a reality show. It's been pitched as fly on the wall, kind of follow them around. That looks to me like it might be less obvious than Harry might have realized initially. It might be beginning to dawn on him what's going on. I didn't think to ask that question particularly in here, but we are looking at them and their feelings about this, so we'll get there. So is this actually a thing? And I think it is a thing, but I think it's a secretive thing than Harry might like. That's my personal opinion. Whose clever idea was this? Who came up with this idea? We've got the Two of Swords. This is someone who's at a crossroads. I would say that is Meghan. Meghan's energy, because she's at a crossroads in her life. Nothing's working. Her With Love Meghan show, of course, has been axed, although they haven't described it so brutally. Her brand, as ever, isn't doing anything. The Netflix deal has been reduced to a first look deal. She's at a crossroads in her life. Harry is trying desperately to move back to his royal roots, and he's even written a kind of begging letter to all Brits now, saying even though he lives thousands of miles away, he's still really a British boy at heart, and he's all about, I don't think he said the bacon butties, but it was kind of that vibe, you know, forget the last 5 years or 7 years or whatever, and you know, I'm your most popular royal after all. She's the one who's got big decisions to make, and if it means doing this a less than glamorous documentary, but she can portray herself as glamorous and portray him as a loser, then she's going to have to make that difficult decision. I don't think that this was on their slate when they first signed that huge Netflix deal, but all the things that were on the slate are now off the slate, have been rejected. What's left? A very difficult decision. That's how I'm reading that Two of Swords. Let's look at them. Harry first. How does he feel about this? Does he know? How does he feel about it? Eight of Swords. Wow. We often get this Eight of Swords depicted as, you know, the knife thrower kind of a vibe. It's a favorite in these novelty type of tarots that I do love to use, these royal readings, these particularly trashy royal readings, which I also love to do. Eight of Swords is being trapped, in danger, fearful. He's walked right into this. I think he woke up one day, probably slumped in that chair in the home cinema, and saw that the camera was on him. And he thought he was watching whatever, but actually he was the thing being filmed. It's the stuff of nightmares. There it is, Eight of Swords, trapped. But how does he get out of it? Write letters to Pa, phone Pa, beg, plead. Could you say deserved? In my opinion, most certainly. How about herself? Madame, how does she feel about this? Wow, Ten of Swords. This is the last refuge. This is not how she imagined her life going. Not at all. She thought when they set off for California via Canada, she thought she would be the leading lady in a Marvel movie, or directing award-winning documentaries, or winning, you know, Oscars and stuff like that. She didn't think that she would be starring in a Kardashian-esque reality show that may or may not be streamed. Because there's no guarantee this thing is going to see the light of day, even though I am here begging and pleading for it. What terrible energy we have on this tarot table. Even though we have the Queen of Pentacles at the heart of it all and hanging on, sitting on that Netflix deal, not going to let go of that pentacle. Swords. Everywhere swords. And swords are about conflict. Swords are about danger and savagery and menace and threat and calculation. A not comfortable energy to be in, and they're all here on the tarot table, even the worst of the worst, the Ten of Swords, and that's her energy. Her energy is worse than Harry's. Netflix. Is Netflix ready to sign on the dotted line for this? Eight of Wands. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's literally flying energy, streaming energy. The Eight of Wands is streaming. It's communication. It's sending stuff out, information out on whatever medium. This is streaming. We've got liftoff with that plane flying there, and communication and unblocking. This is the yes. This is the one that gets green lighted. The other ones, no, not interested. This, yes. It's acceleration, progress, unblocking, streaming, flying, floating, out there. Absolutely. How will it do? We've got the Lovers in reverse. Ha ha ha. It could have a devastating impact on their personal relationship. See the next reading. With that split energy. It is likely to be hate watched. Lovers popular when it's upright. Connecting with it, enjoying it, bonding with it. In reverse, hate watching. I think it's going to get strong hate watching figures, which the sugars, the squaddies, better to call them the squaddies are going to have to spin for all they're worth to make their lives comfortable and their lives worth living again. Extreme amounts of hate watching for me with that Lovers in reverse, and also at a personal level. It could be the end of the Netflix deal. This could be the one and done on the first look thing, just saying. And it could also be the end of the marriage. So, how are they going to come across? First of all, the glam Meghan character. How are public going to perceive that? 10 of Wands. Reaching an end, the 10 of Wands. She's got two 10s. She's got the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Both very difficult cards. End of the road. Burdened. Alone. Struggling. Faking it is very strong in that energy for me, because it's struggle energy. Struggling to pull it off. And not really convincing anyone that she's doing well. It's interesting that it's lipstick in this 10 of Wands, and we have been hearing that she's about to launch a makeup brand, and it's long lasting. The 10 of Wands is staying power, quite literally. So how much longer can you stick it out? And so people are going to be watching her putting on this act, and are going to be thinking, when are you going to crack? When are you going to break? When are you going to collapse? When are we going to see the truth? That's what they're going to be watching her for. That's how she's going to be coming across. How about him? Moody has been. How are people going to perceive him? Are they going to feel sorry for him? Oh, we got the Emperor in reverse. This is a man who has been reduced to, as people often say, the handbag carrier, emasculated, diminished, ridiculed, embarrassed. With that Emperor in reverse, somebody who's not in charge of his own life, somebody who has to walk around behind her, who gets elbowed out the way, who gets told what to do. He gets directed. Instead of being the director of his own life, of his own movie, he is the one who's told what to do. And it's embarrassing, it's humiliating. He's going to come across, I would say, as angry, resentful, but emasculated. Someone who's lost any ability to stand up to her and to say no, and to say, I'm not doing this. This is not what I want to do. He's stuck. He doesn't know how to get out of this situation. Truly, I have seldom done a tarot reading that I have enjoyed so much. That's just nasty me. Schadenfreude is, as I have said several times on this channel, one of my all-time favorite words. And I think we're in Schadenfreude territory with this curated chaos reality show. Can't wait to see it. That's your reading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.